and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the September 2020 reads, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction of how this is going to run for September. The setting I have here for September is based on the film Pan's Labyrinth, and I wanted to go along the readings with the labyrinth effect because I feel as though we do sort of live our lives in a labyrinth, a maze basically, where we can take the wrong turn, we come to dead ends, we meet people as well along the way, and I just wanted to go on this theme for the readings for September 2020. Now, if you've never seen the film Pan's Labyrinth and you're into mystical, magical fairies and all, just anything magical really, mythical, then it is worth a watch. It was actually filmed in Spanish, but obviously it has got subtitles on for whatever country you're in. But it was just one of these films. I think it was done quite a while ago, in 2006. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it was around 2006 when it was originally filmed. But it's not the film with David Bowie in, because I get a lot of people say, oh, I've seen that film, and I go, and when they start mentioning David Bowie, which was just The Labyrinth, I think that was called, this isn't that. Okay, this isn't that. It's based on the mythology of Pan's, this person here. Okay, and through the decades, people have looked at Pan's as being a positive sort of figure and a negative figure. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that because obviously you can do your own study on the internet regarding that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So I hope you will enjoy this portrayal of your own labyrinth in my lovely readings for September 2020. I'm now going to read for my lovely Geminis. So Gemini, I'm just going to move your card out the way a second. Gemini, at the end of August, I wasn't very well, but I have kept the 3 cards that I would have normally pulled out for your weekly reading, just to have a look at the energies that was flowing out of August going into the month of September. And the cards that came out for you was Abundance. In the challenge position, we had Miracle, and the animal spirit was the water energies of the otter. So with Abundance here, as we go out of August, I just felt as though you were in a positive energy. Things seem to have been falling into place for you. And with the challenge position of Miracle, it was like saying to you, the universe was saying the old cliche of miracles can happen. Okay, and I do feel there's a situation around you where you may have had the thought of, this is never going to work, this is never going to pay off, it's not going to be good news, and this was what you was feeling. But the energies that was flowing in was totally opposite. So here was you in your negative state, okay, and yet it was like the universe was saying to you, don't dwell on the negatives, look at the positives that are around you, look at the abundance, what you have achieved and how far you have come already. Miracles can happen, and it was like to say, don't lose the faith, Gemini, because I felt as you going through the end of August, there was a situation or, you know, people around you that were giving you this, you know, trying to spoil your atmosphere, okay, trying to muscle in or take time off you, just not giving you your own space. But with the otter, okay, I didn't feel like this was your energy. I felt it was an energy of somebody around you who were going through a bit of an emotional up and a downer, okay, and they were sort of turning to you for guidance, and you were sort of giving them the information of, look, miracles can happen, stay positive, don't get too emotional, don't bear the world on your shoulders. So you were in a sort of taking a role of a mentor, okay, you've been a mentor for somebody and giving this guidance. So that was the kind of energies we had flowing in at the end of August. I'm just going to move these 2 cards out We'll leave the abundance lovely card here as a grounding card, and then we'll have a look what else comes out for you, Gemini. So the first card in September was divine discernment. Okay, divine discernment, and it says step back to find clarity. And this is what I thought the message was saying to me. It's like you lost your clarity because you've been so bamboozled and caught up in somebody else's drama. I want to say somebody else's drama, not yours, but you seem to have been caught up in this. And it's like, wow, hang on a minute, you want to get back to this peaceful, tranquil, inner peace, your own little environment, where I feel you've been sucked out of that. Now, this could be where you may have been asked to work from a different location, and it's like, oh, you're not really happy about it, but you've had no choice in doing so, but you cannot wait. Okay, you cannot wait to step back and go back to your old workplace, okay, and carry on working and feeling more comfortable. I just feel, Gems, that you've been took out your comfort zone. Now, whether this is through work, whether this has been through somebody taking, you know, a family member, zapping your energies and being this energy vampire. I just see an energy vampire around some of my Geminis, and it's saying going into September, you had enough of this in August, and you need to step back now to find clarity, and you need to step back for them to find clarity on their own situation, if that makes sense to you, Gems. So the next card that comes out for you is an earth sign. It's the number 1 card, and it's the one of earth, like the ace of earth, and it's the dragon. And I look at this dragon, and it's a green energy, okay, healing. So there could be some of my Geminis out there who have had to step back to find clarity, to find out and do some investigation on a health matter. You could have a situation around you where, even to a family member, you could be sitting there thinking everything was ticking along lovely, and then bam, you get caught up in this spiral. I want to say spiraled, and with the dragon energy, it unseats you because it's a grounding card. But for some of you, with the divine discernment, I just feel you've been sort of, you know, had the rug pulled from under your feet, because it's either somebody's not been very well or being diagnosed with something around you which causes your peaceful environment not to be peaceful anymore. And that's not going to resonate with all of you, but I just felt with the green dragon there, that was a message for some of you. Now, on the romantic, I want to say green-eyed monster, okay? Jealousy. There's jealousy creeping in here. Now, this could be on either 2 sides of the coin. Somebody could be jealous of you, of some flirtation, innocent flirtation. Your partner could, you know, be getting jealous, or you could be getting jealous about a situation that's going on around your partner. Somebody could be flirting around them, or they could be, you know, having text messages come through from a work colleague, and you're thinking that they seem to be communicating a little bit too much. So I just had this green-eyed monster raising its ugly head for some of you, not all of you, but to be aware of that. And also the green-eyed men's are jealousy because somebody is doing well for themselves, okay? So a member of your family, it could be a member of your family, is jealous of you. It could be a brother or a sister or a sibling, okay? Thinking, you know, oh, well, they've had a new car, look at me, I'm still riding around. And there's that sense of like sibling jealousy. And it's like to say, you know, don't get caught up in that, step back from it, okay? Don't take the harsh words. And I had that kind of an energy as well. Now then, the next card that comes out for you is the King of Trees, the Architect. And going through September with the Architect, this is about building something, not actually building something, but as in putting plans together and putting roots down stability-wise. Now, some of you going into September could have had a policy mature, and because I just feel like I want to look at this here as Pentacles coming in, and because of the money aspect, it's like bearing the fruits of what, like reaping the rewards of what you've sown. Okay, like when you pay your pension and everything else, all these savings, okay, and then they come to their time where it pays out. So I feel some of you, hence the abundance card, could be coming into money in September, where you can start to sort out and spend money enjoyable, for enjoyable purposes. So you start to then build your new environment by spending and replacing, because I feel like things need to be replaced as well. If it's not a payout, then I do feel money has to be paid out in September, because it needs to replace something that's either broken or got damaged. So it's saying here that to be mindful that money will need to be dipped into going into September. But I did feel more on the abundance, really. I just felt money maturing and coming out as either money you didn't expect, it could be unexpected back pay for something or other, but I just feel for some of my Geminis it's a nice little windfall, because I just felt like having the tree here, it's like a windfall that with having the architect, it allows you to build something, as in purchase. Okay, so I had that as well. Now in this lovely reading for September, we have magical mystical creatures that hide along the paths of the labyrinth. And for you who is hiding on your path in September, we have the fairy, and it's Astrid, okay? Astrid, Astrild. They're all Irish, I think these names are. And she represents love, fire, sensuality and fertility. So some of you with the fertility card, there might be news of family members, if it's not yourself, about pregnancies coming in at the end, I feel like the end of September. And I just want to say here as well that with the fertility card, the love and fire, it's as though passions are ignited. So I'll be back on the romantic here, where I feel with the king being of trees and the architect, I just feel there's an issue around this a romantic element. You know, when I said before about the green-eyed monster, I just feel with the love, fire and sensuality and fertility that there could be an affair going on that you find out about. It might not be to do with you. It could be a close friend who's in your energy field, because I'm an energy worker and I pick up readings from the energies from the cards that I pick up for individuals. So you might hear wind of somebody getting pregnant by somebody who's already either in a relationship or even married. So that's like a really, really complicated situation there, where you will hear this news and think, oh my God, I wonder what they will do in that scenario, because obviously the big decisions to be made there, not for all of you, for some of you. And then in this reading as well, we have another character, and it was some cards that I've had for 18 months, guys, and I've had these cards, the Fairy Oracles by Brian Froud, for 18 months, and I got used to get them out, and I thought, no, I can't really gel with these. And because I was doing this reading this month, it was like they was calling to me. It was the most bizarrest thing. So I have used them, and I have used this card as the energy in a metaphorical sense that greets you on your labyrinth path to bring you a message, and it's the fawn. Now, the fawn here, he reminds you that material gain does not make a human happy, and he's there to say, learn to appreciate the air you breathe. And it says, leave counting the money in your bank account and find the combination lock to freedom. And the fawn meets you on your pathway in September, and he tries to make you see sometimes it's not about what we acquire, what is around us materialistically. Sometimes we have to go back and connect, because I want to go back with the abundance card here, because on this card it's just filled with nature, animals. It's like to say you need to get back in tune with Mother Nature. Some of you could have spent so much time in a work situation over the last 4 or 5 months, especially with the pandemic, where things haven't been as normal. It could be the fact that you've missed the connection with nature as well, and that's why the fawn comes back and illuminates here to say to you, gives you hope, really, just gives you hope that things are going to get back to normal for those on the general, where I felt you were caught up with a person who was sort of putting their responsibilities on you. And then the miracle here, when we had the miracle card from the end of August, I do feel that this is you trying to give advice to this otter that shows itself here in the metaphorical sense, that you've been giving advice to me like, look, don't get too upset about it. Miracles can happen. I do feel it's health on that respect, having the green dragon there. There's something about health around some of my Geminis, that you have been trying to support somebody, okay, and saying, look, you know, miracles can happen, you know, you will get better, and giving that kind of support. But then on the romantic, I do feel green-eyed monster. I really do feel a green-eyed monster and a pregnancy involved in this. For some of you, not all of you, but that is what I get. So I am now going to explain that on these cards, there were numbers. So I did a little bit of math on the numbers this month and broke them down to see if there was any repeated numbers. And we had number 4, number 8, number 11 and number 2. So those numbers, be aware of those. It could be dates of passings, anniversaries, birthdays. It could be the days in the month of September where something significant is going to happen, or you may see a synchronicity. It's your angels giving you a number, okay, on that day for you to try and find out the message. It could be you could wake up on one of those days, on the 4th, the 8th, the 11th or the 2nd. You could have important meetings on that day, but just be mindful of those dates, okay, my lovelies. So I am going to read you now the poetry, and we've got here for you. The labyrinth of life is learning you that life is making you feel abundant and that miracles can be achieved. You are protective over others, trying to make them see the world through your eyes. The labyrinth holds many a surprise for you if you just let things flow and go with your own gut instinct. Step back to find clarity. If you feel like you have lost your way, like the king of trees, its roots will display a strength of their own. There are no hidden dragons of fire, just wise dragons of knowledge and healing that never tire in trying to help you grow. Believe you have the inner strength as the seasons change. Even if things do not feel they are going right for you, know with help and guidance they can rearrange. Remember, the labyrinth of life is just a maze we create ourselves. The hedges can grow to what height we allow them to, but we are never alone. You are greeted by the fawn to remind you that material gain does not make a human happy. Learn to appreciate the air you breathe. Leave counting the money in your bank account and find the combination lock to freedom. Okay, like I said to you when I was doing the reading about the fawn and explaining that he comes on your path to remind you of that message. So my lovely Geminis, I am now going to pull out a charm out of this lovely little cauldron that was gifted to me recently by one of my subscribers. Thank you, Melissa. And we're digging deep. And we have, wow, 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 wow. We have the horseshoe. Good luck. Okay. Good luck, because I did feel there's some unexpected money for some of you. Good luck because with this abundance energy that was around you. And it's just saying for some of you as well, unexpected luck coming in September. I do feel that these two characters here are working behind the scenes, and you will feel a sense, you will feel a shift. But it's saying with the horseshoe, there is good luck around you for the month of September. So I want to say, don't dwell on your negativity. I feel like you are putting your own barriers up. You are feeling negative about situations that you shouldn't have to be. Obviously on the romantic, then that's different. But the good luck on the general, I just feel for, even on the romantic, where the good luck comes in, it's like to say, count your lucky stars that you found out in time if you know you're in this relationship. And as heartbreaking as it may be at the time, and you find your partner is cheated on you, or you are told you know they don't want to be with you anymore, or you get this news, or you may find out you're pregnant yourself, and that causes you a bit of upset. But whatever it is, turn the negative into a positive, because in a roundabout way, the universe is saying it's a good luck charm. And I know that sounds absolutely, mental when things, if you're sitting there crying your heart out because your partner split up, you split up with your partner, the partner that you thought you were absolutely in love with. At the end of the day, it's lessons we learn, and at the time when we're in them, we can't see, we are blinkered. All we know is the pain, the hurt, we feel rejected and everything else, and we just crowd in all those emotions, when really you need to embrace it as a positive and think, you know what, I've had a lucky escape. I've had a lucky escape here, because the universe is shifting the pathway in my labyrinth to say, no, that person isn't for you. No, I didn't get that job because it's not meant for me. Always know your pathway in life, your maze of life will always be shifted and illuminated to try and direct you on the right path. It will give you the choice, and that's all it can do. So just to be mindful of that, Gemini. So I hope you can take something from that message for this month. If you are new to my channel, any likes, subscribes, comments helps my channel grow, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then.